Well, very many thanks, Alice Naluja, for starting off our bulletin tonight. Now, speaking matters of economics, different stakeholders led by Mtindo Network have urged the young people to embrace leadership skills if they are to curb the unemployment levels in the country. These have launched a campaign dubbed Economic Baraza that is aimed at addressing issues of unemployment among the youth, and over 100 youths participated in the event today.
In a bid to pave the way to curbing unemployment among the young people in Uganda, stakeholders led by the Mtindo Network have today come together and launched a campaign they have termed Economic Baraza to address the issues that are keeping the young people jobless. Over 100 youths have graced the launch. Speaking at the function, Dennis Bua Oscar, one of the team leaders of the Economic Baraza, highlighted the main cause of the campaign.
Challenges that they're facing, most of them are unemployed. Most of them do not have adequate or most of them have limited access to quality education. Most of them are not finding jobs easily. Most of them are unskilled or are underskilled. So we thought that the Economic Baraza would be a platform to help us. You have a skill, I have a skill, we all have different skills. So we thought it's a platform that would help us bring together all our skills, so we front one agenda.
Mr. Bua has also urged the youths to acquire leadership skills if they are to curb unemployment among them, as well as help them gain confidence in running business.
A mindset change. So that's why at Mtindo we have a program that is based at elevating young people's leadership abilities. So we believe that leadership has a lot of skills that cut across. When you're a leader, you can do business because you know public speaking. When you're a leader, you can be in teaching because at least you know how to communicate. When you're a leader, you can relate well with people. When you're a leader, you can work with people very well in a team. So the first thing that we're trying to put into these young people is to develop.
Furthermore, Dennis has tasked the government to come up with policies that will give the young population a platform to address their concerns.
How they can be effective is when the government policies are to protect the rights of the young people, the rights of the women, but to also help pave a way, not only regulate. There's a lot of regulation sometimes that maybe the government can forget to protect and to facilitate. We need a smooth, we need a road that will lead us to where we want to be. So if the government protects and then puts laws that facilitate, puts laws that enables young people get access to opportunities, enables women get access to economic opportunities, young people get access to quality education. So that is how the government can really help us.
Meanwhile, Harriet Mukajambo from Global Learning for Sustainability said women have not been recognized and valued in the field of business, which has affected the business sector and women at large.
Most of the work that is done by women, for example, all over Africa and even in Uganda in particular, is work that is limited to home environments. It is work that confines them to domestic work and even care work. And this work is not really rewarded or even valued. But if we put in policies that ensure that the work done by women, even within their homes and even outside their homes, like in markets, on the streets, is valued, we can ensure that women participate in the economy and they achieve, freedoms in whatever they do. When you look at the experiences of women, and especially single mothers who must fend for their families on top of the work they do back at home, they have a hard time ensuring that their children, for example, access education, and even the health sector itself. It's not something that anyone who is not able to support their families can really, access. So.
Speaking on the matter of gender equality, Harriet said there is still a big gap that needs to be addressed.
Of course, there has been laws to ensure that women participate in leadership at all levels, but we know that there are still gender norms that impact on women's participation. For example, at decision-making level, who is making decisions that impact girls and young women? When you look at political leadership, we still have 30% 1% of women representatives in parliament. And it means that issues of women cannot be really tabled. We need more girls, women to participate in leadership at all levels, so that issues that affect women, for example, access to education, violence, and teenage pregnancies, like these issues are addressed, and with policies that are gender, sensitive.
More than 75% of Uganda's population is below the age of 30, with the country having one of the highest youth unemployment rates at 13.3%. The number of youth actively looking for a job as a percentage of the labor force in sub-Saharan Africa. The youth bulge and high levels of unemployment call for urgent action and innovation solutions. It is noted that the government has in the past come up with different campaigns against unemployment among the young generation in vain. This story was filed by Ashraf Nduga for BTM News Today.
Well, very many thanks, Ashraf Nduga, for that report. We'll be still speaking matters of economics and, of course, the impact on the country here.